With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed in. Mississippi crew was born to be tough when the gals and all them got that The ship was afraid of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. Big freighter's go, it was better than most, with the crew and good captain well seasoned. The going came late and the breakfast had to wait. The way spoke over the railing. Every man knew as a captain in hell, which of November comes stressing.
Yo, welcome to SmallmouthCrush Live. Why am I small?
It's page 87, SmallmouthCrush Live Manual. You'll go there and you'll find instructions on how to do
I just
that.
looked. It was actually page 62, you moron.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
welcome to SmallmouthCrush Live.
That's good.
Moron.
Man, people asked if you were coming out swinging. Any other questions, everybody?
Listen, guys, I do want to take a moment to apologize for last week's abrupt outro.
I mean, you know, sometimes it's just got to go that way, bud.
Yeah.
We keep it authentic. We make no apologies. This is a meandering stream with no show notes, no plan. It's just going to go how it goes. But tonight, it's going to be different. Right?
It is?
I think so. I mean, I saw a lot of love in the text stream between you and our guest tonight. It was awesome. What am I hearing, bro?
Oh, I was
what are you just looking at your stories on Instagram? What are you doing, dude?
I was going to send something to my computer, if you allow me to do that. 1 second. It's popping up right now.
I think that will be great because I always like when you share these interesting random videos that you find during your doom scrolling sessions each day. Who knows where he's been on the World Wide Web?
No, this is
something else. I was just guessing.
All right. I might be able to show this. It may not come in well. Let me just play it to make sure.
I just want to make a point about the everyday noises.
Okay. So this was the after hours, guys. So when we logged off and ended the live, we actually, JP, Epic, Eric, and myself stayed on for a little while longer.
And unbeknownst to me and Big JP, Travis was secretly recording.
I do that sometimes.
What was going on? So you probably just put a little ice on any extra after hours we have on to make you hold up your phone, or, you know, I just can't trust you anymore with that because I thought the after hours was just rolling.
Yeah. Well, here it is. If you guys want to see just a little clip. So I finally got Eric to settle down.
Me?
Yeah. You didn't want to hear about the beeps.
Just want to make a point about the everyday noises.
Okay, I'll listen to that. Go ahead.
Okay. The government.
I couldn't even finish. I say the government, and Eric cracks up.
All right. I don't know.
I mean,
you just put those four words together and it's hilarious. Everyday noises by the government. It just hit me sideways and very funny. I just cracked up, man. I didn't know what was coming next, but I couldn't even hear it. I was just laughing too hard.
Yeah. There was a lot of clips I took, and I wanted to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the after hours last week is definitely something we should have just kept recording. It's very hard to do because we do say a lot of things that potential, general public, people we know, family, friends, sponsors, there's some things that maybe they would frown upon once in a while, or we're really ultra unfiltered at that point. Would you agree, Eric?
I mean, I try to keep it real on the stream, bro. I don't have much to say after hours that I wouldn't say live.
I see your internet's lagging again, but that's
You
fine.
said that last week, but it was perfect. I think it's in your brain. Ever since you've come back from Chicago, what you see is lagging.
It could
All right,
be.
no, we just have to ask the audience. Does anybody see lagging on my end? Maybe it is, but you said the same thing at the beginning of the show last week. And when I watched the show, it was perfect. And everybody said no. But maybe. Let's see.
Yeah.
David Zicka said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would pay very good money to sit in on just one after hour show. No lag, no lag, no lag, no lag. So, Travis, the lag is either in your brain,
Okay.
in your computer.
It potentially could be both, actually.
All right. Now, you were lagging right there for a second.
No, I see. A lot of things have been going on with time shifts and parallel universes, especially we just came off Mercury retrograde, not 2 weeks now? What?
What are you even talking about, dude?
Wow. Just general information that you probably should know, Eric.
Oh, okay. Is that how we're going to start the show this week? You're going to educate me about the Mercury retrograde.
All I'm saying is I got a lot going on this week. We're going to make it a quick show, but we have a really important show tonight. We have our friend Derek with Beast Coast Fishing will be joining us shortly. And he's got some bad news for everybody.
I mean, you kind of hinted at it in your story.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that and hopefully offer some solutions, just bounce some ideas around and really learn more about the state of the fishing industry per se.
All right.
Little Rich says, where can I find more of those mushrooms? Well, Little Rich, it's called mud water. It's blended with a variety of different mushrooms, and it's delicious. I have one every morning.
All right. Mud water. You've been taking a journey. You've been exploring some new things lately.
I have.
You're on another path of your health journey. You had a lot to talk about last week. I saw it. I've been seeing some.
Yeah, I'm 3 weeks into eating only meat. In fact, I'm going to have my little snack here shortly. I know there's nitrates in that pepperoni, but you know what? I'm having a snack. It's not ice cream. It's not chocolate. It's some pepperoni and some cheese.
Hey, is that the River Rat cheese? The good stuff?
It is, which is on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most amazing cheese curds you've ever had in your life. It's a 2. I'm just kidding.
Wisconsin ones are that
I'm joking.
good.
Someday River Rats may be a sponsor of this live show, and so they're part of the community. I don't want to misrepresent. I apologize for that. They're the best cheese curds in Jefferson County.
I've had them. I really like them, but then again, I haven't had too many Wisconsin. Well, exactly. Until you've had creme de la creme of cheese curds, you're a Wisco boy, so you know. You've got the right to judge. I don't.
Speaking of Wisco, I called my parents earlier today, and I said, "Hey," because they were going to come up this week. I'm like, "When you guys leaving?" And I guess they're on the road, and they're supposed to be here about 1 a.m. if they keep driving
tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not ready.
Well, did you know they were coming into town, or they just decided that they were going to?
I thought they'd be here Wednesday, Thursday.
What happened? The lag?
Yeah,
they ain't lagging. They're speeding up, man. They're caught up in that time warp forward.
Yeah,
they got the Red Moon Magenta energy boost from Wisconsin on the back of their. They Winnebago? Is that what they're in?
Nah, they're just bringing the old truck, the same truck I drove to Lake Champlain for the 2010 Bassmaster Open.
Man, it's good. 15 years later, they're economizing, dude. Your dad's pretty handy with a wrench. I get the sense.
Yeah, he's all right.
I mean, how many miles that thing got on it?
I'm not sure. Quite a bit. I'd love to have it someday. It's a long box.
Isn't that the beater truck you've always wanted?
It is. Yeah.
Garage kept?
I'd put a plow on the back of that, front of that.
I was about to say back of you get a plow.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I think I do.
Excuse me, I'm just coming off a slight.
There's a pattern here.
So listen, we're gonna learn a lot. I'm gonna let Derek talk a lot tonight. I'm probably gonna rig up some ice fishing poles while I'm listening. So it doesn't mean I'm not engaged, but I deserve a little break from this show, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna be
another break.
I'm going to be I'm going to be doing a lot of multitasking tonight, including eating a little snack, drinking my chicory root, and some water here. Now, before we get going, I am like dying to know if there's any new matte colored crankbaits coming out at the Bass Lab. Can you enlighten us and let us know what's new at the Bass Lab tonight?
Hey, why don't you throw that little Bass Lab thing up so people know where they can find all the Bass Lab products if they're interested.
I will.
Got a restock on the River Rat spinnerbaits coming. The Chartreuse Shad Nasty is back in stock. I'm not going to go through the spinnerbait because you can watch the last show, but in my opinion, that is the best finesse compact spinnerbait on the market.
Coleslaw. Now it's got some red in there, bud.
No, but this is Chartreuse Shad Nasty. A little bit of white, 3 strands of red. Come on, turtleback blade, and hammered.
You know why that's hammered? It actually gives off less light in the water.
It's as much, but it's diffused. So it's a sneaky little bait. You don't have to have a lot of wind to catch them on it. 1/4 ounce. I'll tell you what, that's a really sneaky one for you shallow water river rats in particular. Not to say it won't catch them in lakes, but that 1/4 ounce you need to bite. You throw it around shallow, lay downs. When the shatter present, you get yourself. We got some thumpers coming, a lot of stuff coming. So stay tuned. I'll let you know when they restock because they sell out fast. Got some orders last week for this. So that, and of course, I wore this because Derek's coming on, man. I want to show Derek because he's a sweatshirt man. We got the St. Lawrence Super Tanker. I know you guys have bought some, but there's River Rat sweatshirts and all the stickers that I make in stock on the Bass Lab. So I won't go through them all, man. But we got Tug Life. I won't. We got River Rat. Here's another smallmouth one because there's a Susky dude on the stream. Susky Smalley. You can get that right now at the Bass Lab. How badass is that, dude? Come on. Rise and Glide, Morning Wood. There's plenty of them, guys. Just check it out. The Bass Lab.
My 4-year-old loves stickers.
He does, doesn't he? And
yeah, he'd love that.
Right. He would, wouldn't he? Yeah, man. That's how you show your support for the channel.
That's right.
SmallmouthCrush 4-year-old. I mean, you were first.
Say what?
You were first with the stickers. I followed your lead, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm just messing, bud. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
but that's what's new. And I don't know yet. Maybe on a Bass After Dark episode this Thursday.
So now you're back again?
Yeah.
They are just struggling for guests over there, huh?
No, I'd be a co-host. I'd be a third co-host.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't reveal the topic yet because we're looking at some guests. We can't get one of the ones we want, but there is an iconic guest coming on, originator of a style of bait, first guy to do it, legendary maker, and it's all about a technique-driven bait. And I've got some experience with it.
I love it.
Let's tease it. Bass After Dark, Thursday, 9 p.m. And I'm talking to Brian D. Carpenter. We got to kind of make a little pivot because one of the guys we thought was going to be available is not. There's going to be a good giveaway. So stay tuned.
And we're going to do giveaways here again soon.
Are we? All right.
Yeah.
What you got? You got anything this week?
No.
How about a pepperoni pack and some River Rat cheese curds, dude? Send it. It's the mud water.
There you go.
That could be good. All right, man.
All right. Hey, without further ado, let's bring the star of this evening's Smallmouth Crush Live. We all know him and love him as Derek from Beast Coast Fishing.
Oh, dude.
Hey, bud.
I'll take it. What's going on, dude?
Man, we we talked a lot this last 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
you love blowing up my phone and bothering me, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, dude, I mean, I got to multitask. You know,
I hear you.
I put out the text stuff so that I understand when when I need to address something. It just helps me prioritize, man.
Oh, you address things, that's for sure.
He's on it, man. He runs a business,
I love
bro. He's got this high sense of urgency.
He does.
Oh,
He
dude,
does.
at all times, it's exhausting.
Mm.
It's exhausting.
Wow.
We got the
Listen,
one.
go ahead. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm just super excited, as you guys can see.
And you're not bailing on this to rig ice fishing shit, dude.
And cozy.
You're not doing that.
No.
You're running the show.
Okay, I can do that. I will man up. Listen, Derek, Beast Coast Fishing has been, wow, you guys make a lot of amazing baits that catch fish that work. Huge, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Following anglers that love your products, and there's a lot of anglers that use your baits, and you guys make anything and everything from swim baits to jigs to creature baits to all kinds of different baits. And of course, one of our favorite would be the sniper jig that came out quite a few years ago. But before we get into all that, I know you have a new product that you're launching, and I'd like you to talk a little bit about that and share with our viewers what you got going on over there.
Yeah, I guess before, I don't even want to call it bad news as far as the whole chat with what's going on with pricing and materials and stuff, but it's inevitable news. We're just kind of gonna have to deal with it for a little bit, but it's gonna get weird. But I don't want to paint a negative picture. But yeah, let's talk about the fun stuff first, which is we got the Eric probably hates this stuff. Eric, I know it's not your style, but we got our minnow head coming out soon. Take this bait off of here. So we're calling this the Scoper's Delight Head.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, so this is just a sample. All the finishes are flat or matte, even the eye. So this is a gloss eye because it's just kind of a shape sample, before we kind of make sure that the molds get built out times 10 or whatever. So don't worry about the gloss eyes. But yeah, that's the new minnow head, and this dude's coming in 4 sizes, 3 colors. We're using this BKK hook. It's kind of like it's almost like an O'Shaughnessy / wide gap, but it's not that wide. It's just, I love that angle. A lot of guys like that angle on this hook, this application with these minnow heads. I probably talked to like 30 people about what hook to put in a minnow head, and I got like 6 different answers, and you guys could probably name them. So the reality is, this hook is going to be loved by a lot, but there's going to be some people that just want a round bend. We're going to do that, and I also think we'll probably make a tungsten version. They'll probably have to retail for like $16 a pack. That's kind of being silly, but kind of not really. But yeah, so right out of the gate, this head is pretty cool. We've got this kind of keeper here, which a lot of the minnows that are softer on the market are really salty. Like one fish, they blow out at the back, especially if you skin hook them or rig them up high. So this keeper here, you can see it's actually really thin. So it's nowhere near kind of what it looks like from that viewpoint from the top view. And then we get the double barbs running through them. So it locks stuff on there. Like you'll be able to actually catch a lot of fish. Not a lot, but you'll catch 3 or 4 fish on one bait, depending on the bait and what you're fishing for. But you can catch a lot more than the 1 or 2 you usually get with some of the popular minnows, just because of that keeper. And then the other thing that's cool about this is, it takes some of the weight out of the head. So when you're shaking, it actually kind of darts as opposed to just wanting to fall straight down. Did we prototype what it would look like without that and do kind of a comparison? No, but threw this on probably like 8 different minnows when we were playing with it, and it did really kind of create this pretty kind of rolling darting action across all of them. So I think guys are really going to love the head. Just tie a loop knot on there. It's kind of a semi-recessed set back hook, if you look.
Yep.
And
You mean line tie?
yeah, hook eye, line tie, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a sticky sharp hook, and we kind of set that eye back, and it's actually concave in the back of the head, so the minnow nose, depending on how you rig it, kind of push up in there. Honestly,
Nice.
that's more of a aesthetic thing, that to put it plainly. But it's a nice feature, it feels right, it looks right, it just a little more confidence to some people maybe. But
Sure.
yeah, so this guy's coming pretty soon, I think, and probably, I don't know. I think we're going to do the Bassmaster Classic this year. Maybe we'll wait to launch it until then.
Right
We'll
on.
have the stock much sooner. That's number one. And then, really just the Seduce is kind of the major talking point at this, right now. We just kind of launched this, I think, like 2 or 3 months ago. A lot of guys catching fish on it. And we just ran a whole bunch of new colors. And we're actually going to run a 4.5 and an 8-inch mold in this bait. So for spring, all you guys that like to throw minnow will have the 4.5 inch size, which is an awesome in-between size. You've seen a couple. Depths has the 4.5 that just dropped literally, I think, like today, maybe yesterday. Some of you guys might know. I think Rapala's got, I think they have that 4.5 size. Anyways, it's a good in-between size for us to have in the lineup, so we're going to have that. And then we'll have the 8-inch, which is, the bigger they're so much fun to throw, like our 6.75. So for all intents and purposes, it's a 7-inch bait. Seduce is, it's just so, you'd be amazed at the drawing power that thing has. They're just so much fun to throw. I can imagine it's the same feeling guys that like to throw glide baits get. It's like, fish are going to see this thing and converge upon it, but it's still subtle. So like that big size that we currently have is fun, but I'm really looking forward to the 8-inch size. It's just exciting, and honestly, it catches them, even small fish. I don't throw the 8-inch a lot, but the 6.75. I mean, I've got crappie on that bait, literally. Yeah. So I mean, they're candlewood. They're big crappie, but
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got new sizes, new scopers to light head. There's other stuff happening. We've kind of got the term's beaten to death, but we've got a really cool kind of like, we'll call it a fuzzy style bait. It's not like any of the fuzzy baits that, we know right now. It's a kind of a totally different take, but it should work in the same applications. So I'm going to play with that, and trying to think. There's some other stuff. Well, this is a great segue. We're going to probably run an L metal version of the Little Magnum jig, which is our tungsten flipping jig / grass jig that a lot of guys like. So that's a good segue into, not everybody's going to want to pay $14 for a 3/4 ounce jig. So I'll let you guys take it from there.
Well, you kind of wrecked the surprise. Okay, I'll get back into my role as the host. I just want to say, great presentation.
Big JP.
The jig was awesome. It's going to pair really well with the Seduce minnows. I've used the Seduce minnows this year. We actually used them way before they were out on the market. What, last spring, Derek?
Yeah, I guess it was like late April, early May.
Yeah, and we did really well on them. So I was impressed with those baits. But, we were talking with Derek. I was talking to Derek about our plans moving forward for next year, and we got on the topic of the rising cost of what it takes to make all this stuff, whether it be, specifically tungsten. And so there's going to be, this isn't just exclusively with Beast Coast. This is going around with every fishing manufacturer in the world. And I'm just going to I want you to educate me. This is going to be more of a serious education on what's going on out there. State of the union in the bass fishing world. The fishing world.
I think it's we should use this as a disclaimer that, like, this is coming from the perspective of a very small, 2.5 person business, but that does a lot of regular importing and has regular connectivity with the manufacturing partners that we work with, because we don't want our stuff to be bad. So there's just always, we're pretty on the pulse, I guess is a good way to describe it. So this is our perspective. Maybe some of these big brands have ways to hedge against this. You know, I'm not a futures trader, but I don't think that this is a small brand, big brand buying power thing. Like there's more to it than that. You know, there's regulation happening on that side of the pond to where they don't want the supply to be used for certain industries. So my point is, it's not really a controllable thing, and it's unfortunately it's like it's pretty big. Like I think in the last, I guess it's like 7 months, our costs across compound. Well, you know, compound. Sorry, somebody's coming up my driveway at a weird hour.
Figure that out, bud. Don't just sit here on the podcast. If somebody's driving up my driveway, I'm either going to grab my shotgun, I'm going to turn the lights off, I'm going to look through the window, I'm going to figure this out. And you know what? It's probably just going to be Kent. It's just Gateway Kent hanging out.
It's my neighbors, man. It's all good.
Okay.
But anyway, so what's going on is it's like this weird. Everybody thinks tariffs. That's already like baked into the pricing right now. Eric, don't make me laugh, man.
I'm sorry, man. He just went on a little tangent. I'm
back.
I'll
continue. I'm back. I said, Eric. We don't have to broadcast it.
Yeah,
and talk about it. Let's hear about Tungsten. What's going on?
So basically, what's going on is, you know, you've got. Fuck, Eric, come on, man.
It's Travis with the damn mushroom mud tea. All right.
So,
can you frame what we're about to talk about? Because I want to understand.
I can. You keep making me laugh. And
listen, it's partly my fault too. I'm confused, Derek, because where's tungsten grow? Where are they growing tungsten? You know,
the lab. It's in the laboratory.
So here's the big picture. Don't make me laugh. All right, I don't have to give. I don't have to speak like this in general to a
Travis,
screen or
wipe
otherwise.
that goddamn smile off your face, Travis, right now. I'm telling you, dude.
So you've got literally between, as far as critical rare earth stuff in China, they literally own, you know, between 70 and probably 85% based on estimates. When it comes to tungsten, I think it's fair to say across any source, they'll say the source will say China owns about 85 to 86%, somewhere in there, of tungsten-ish.
All right.
So they control everything right now. So in the U.S. right now, there's a big push. We've got like 2 or 3 tungsten mines coming online.
Yep.
Now, mines are one thing. Refining is a whole separate process. Actually being able to use it in a consumer product is a third process. These are all like things that take way longer than I think maybe the public, you know, it's not just like, oh, let's start a business and go. Like this stuff is not done here. You've got regulatory bodies from tax agencies to you know, economic folks to environmental people. When you're talking about making tungsten, it's like a filthy process, to be honest, at least the way I understand it. I mean, I've never actually participated, but I've seen it. And so it's you know, you got that aspect of it. It's going to take some time, but China owns a lot of it, and they're basically they're creating this. There's a huge demand for it because of what's going on with political uncertainties, creating the whole war machine, right? Like it's people. We need tungsten. Tungsten is used in armor-piercing bullets. It's used in like I think like a lot of explosives. I think it's actually used in like protective stuff. The point is, it's used in war and it's used in tech. And right now, that shit's, I think, just flat out. This is opinion. I mean, that's the most. It's not opinion. That's the most important thing. These countries aren't worried about. Oh, I hope there's enough for the fishing tackle, folks. Like, this is like we need
Vermont should be, since they banned lead.
What'd you say?
I said Vermont should be, since they banned lead.
Should be what?
Concerned about us using tungsten instead of lead.
Hey, maybe there'll be subsidies, but I doubt it. The point, you know. So, anyways, you know, Travis, you fucked me all up, man.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, it's
maybe do I look more serious with or without the glasses?
I don't know, man. I can't even look at you. I just look at Eric.
All right, keep going then.
I just look directly at Eric. Yeah. So So you basically have like a situation where you got a country like China that owns literally 85% of it's in the ground, and they have like this amazing ability to not only pull it out of the ground, but also to refine the shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, they make it this usable, filtered powder that in some cases could be injected along with, you know, some other solids, you know, like they're actual plastic resins and stuff like that, other metals. But the point is, for it to become a usable thing, it's just like any other rare earth. Like, dude, it's got to come from the ground. It's like a process. You got to build roads to these mines. You got to see if the things don't collapse. Like, listen, I've gone down the rabbit hole. I bought a couple stocks in the last 6 months based on my research. Because it's crazy, man. And fuck, it's really, it's making it impossible to price things. So there's number one. You can't tell buyers, or at least you can, but you don't want to, that, oh, by the way, every 2 months there's a price increase. They're like, dude, like, we got stuff to do. Like, I can't be updating your file it's just a thing, you know?
Sure.
And plus then the market gets confused. Retailers can't compete on lowest price if there's a new retail all the time. Like, retailers hate it for a number of different reasons. And I get it. But for me, it's like, well, I can't sell it to you at that. Like, literally, I will lose money. So here, I can be completely open. Like,
sure.
Almost, I guess with costing, like, shit, a little Magnum. I'm going to be base. I'm going to be ballpark here. So let's say a little Magnum's X cost. 2 years ago, we could get that unit made. It uses 2 different hook piece construction. You know, but primarily, get out of the labor. Our cost on that has gone from about $2 to, I think, $4.09 or so. Essentially, we're going to take shit margins because, like, we love the little Magnum. We sell a ton of them. Like, a lot of guys like that product, and so, you know, we're just
doubled in cost over the last 2 years.
Honestly, it doubled in cost over the last 9 months, and then prior to that, it was a flat line, and there was some variation, but like. Sure. The last 9 months, like, something is insane, and it is what we just talked about. You know, it's like it didn't cost China any more to refine it. What happened between now and then? Was it? Well, so what they're doing right now is, so part of it. Yeah, it's a great. So there's no real, like, I guess, primary market. Like, you can't buy tungsten like a commodity. It's not true. It's actually, I think, it's like on our country's top 10 critical, I think, you know, list. Yeah. And it's one of the things that's going on. Which is bizarre. And I think that, listen, I'm super. Is it predatory pricing? Like, I mean, look, let's just part of it is ended. Predatory pricing. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. If you had a monopoly on an item like a diamond, De Beers, do you think a diamond costs what it costs? No,
no, we know that's a scam.
Well, here's what I'm trying to say. They created the market. It's, you know, there's a big story behind that. Nonetheless, if it's one country that controls 90% of the market, they can price it the way they want to until it breaks, right? I mean, are people going to pay it is the question. But do they really, like, what percentage of fishing tackle sales that use tungsten make up annual sales in China? 1% of their tungsten
Eric,
sales?
I couldn't even tell you that fact. But then there's the political component of it. It's like, this stuff is being used to literally and figuratively power war and tech. And so
100%
to a degree. And it's like, dude. So listen, let me finish before I forget, because I'm super ADD at the moment.
Yeah.
They've got, you know, 3 forces. These factories are in this position where their suppliers are literally being like, oh, you ordered 3,000 kilograms, but we can only give you 1,900.
Oh, wow.
And so that's happening right now. That compression is happening.
So they're rationing it for certain manufacturers.
Well, it goes beyond
jacking the price.
You can call it that, but then there's actually a true ration. So they literally have kind of you know, they set a bar for output for these factories. So amidst this giant, like, spike that's kind of going on right now.
Yep.
Which is not just because of this perceived scarcity. It's like, there's a lot of industries that want this shit all of a sudden, and it happens to be a great product to use in some applications for fishing. And it's just, it's going to be interesting, you know? So you got that going on. And then, you know, the factory's also got the government being like, yeah, I get like, you need to go through this multiple processes to register and report and reconcile where shipments are going. So it's slowing things. Like, so not only do you have this big price increase that's coming like as we speak, like I can pull up a spot chart. I should have sent it to Travis, but it's literally like, it's like parabolic. It's unbelievable right now.
Spot pricing for tungsten.
Yeah. So you, again, these factories want to sell more, but they're made such that, and I got to be careful. I don't know. I feel weird saying this, but in my opinion, or from what I understand, they're in this spot where it's like, oh fuck, like we're stuck. Like our customers want to order product, and we literally, from our own side, can't do it. You know, and
Well,
it's like,
Yeah, but
it's a
I mean,
weird thing.
also, I believe that China's putting restrictions because they want to stockpile tungsten for themselves as well.
Exactly. That's part
And
of it.
there's, besides China, there's a mine in Vietnam. What the hell's it called? The New Pao mine, and they've been shut down due to like environmental audits and things like that. And that's one other area where I don't know if that's where tungsten, you know, a majority is coming from the U.S., but that mine was shut down just due to audits, you know, environmental stuff. So, well, that's the story they're telling us. Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't think they're.
Yeah, but the point is, it's not like it's an easy established thing to get other places, you know? So, yeah, they're hoarding it. The point, so look, you got this going on, right? And then you've got lead times. This is the other huge thing. So, what you know, this is basically doing the same thing as like shorting demand to these factories. You know, they can't grow because they're like, fuck, like we can't get this stuff to make. So then it back orders their own wholesale customers that are ordering tens of thousands of units of product. You know, and it's like,
Wow.
we went from like a 60-day average lead time to literally, I mean, it's all, there's one, we had almost an embarrassing number. Like it was like ridiculous, but suffice
Like
it to
6
say,
months.
like six and a half months. Like,
So
you
for
know,
people that don't know, a lead time is Derek places the order with a factory overseas, and they say, okay, in 6.5 months you'll get your product. That's crazy.
Mhm. So,
yeah. So basically what's going on is this, it's insane right now. So everybody, I keep seeing a lot of stuff, and listen, this is not stock advice, but I see a lot of people on here talking about
Yeah, they are.
tungsten supply. So you guys should take a look at Almonte. And again, I'm not telling you guys to go buy this stock.
What's the stock symbol? There,
So
Derek?
Almonte, I can't even tell you the ticker. It's just,
Hold on, I'll look.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they issued a bunch of
disclaimer,
shares.
Almonte.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Keep going.
We'll talk more about that later. But the point is,
let's talk about.
they're
That's
promising.
called
Hold up, they're
it's
promising-
NASDAQ. It's NASDAQ. It's ALM, Almonte Industries, ALMONTY Industries. It's $7.31. The let's see, 52-week low is $1.34. The 52-week high is $10.68.
Yeah, but then they issued a bunch of shares and that dropped it, and now it's
Yeah,
doing
closed
what it's
today.
gonna
It's
do.
$6.93.
So listen,
It opened today.
I'm not. This is not something anybody should invest in unless they want to. Blah blah blah.
Sure, of
Like
course.
I'm just saying, in this
We're good.
discussion, the point I'm making is people have been at like where we get. So they're one of the few companies that have a true source of U.S. supply for tungsten. There's a couple others. Some folks have pointed out American. There's a couple of tickers, publicly traded companies that are dealing in this stuff, but we need more, and so Almonte to me was interesting because of course my first instinct was, well, can we even get this shit here? But the point is, even if we could get it, you can't really refine and use it yet here. So, but it took me down the Almonte rabbit hole, and it does look like there's some sources of supply, but mines are notoriously awful for timing as far as, oh, this project's a year out. It's about 4 years out. So like, who knows when this shit's actually going to be available stateside? Again, it is, and you could establish a supply chain right now for tungsten fishing products, but it would still be more expensive than having the stuff made in China. I bet the quality would be lower. Like, there's a learning curve for this stuff. I don't care what country you're doing this work in. Like, so anyways, the point is tungsten right now, again, everybody is dealing with this because we have 2 sources of supply and a third that we used to work with. So of course I always, for a quote purpose or something like that, when things get weird, want to see what they have to say. And I mean, everybody's like, nope, sorry, that no longer applies. You can't send us a PO at that pricing anymore. And it's like, yeah, I figured, but it's getting, we're in a weird spot again, there's probably people in this chat more educated than me. There's probably some engineers that know the process. I think we're like 2 years out from having like, oh, let's make some tungsten jig heads. We'll call up Tungsten Tech over in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're like 2-3 years away from that. And that's just my opinion. But we're getting there. And right now we're in this fucking weird place as far as geopolitical stuff. And so it's, we're all about to see it, in my opinion. It's
let's talk about the bad news. So where do you see the price of these jigs going?
Well, so we're going to, and this is not meant to, I mean, honestly, these lead times caught up to us in like summer. We're like, dude, it was crazy. We got our last inventory order in, and essentially it was like, turned around and out the door in a month, and we're like right back out of stock on like, some of it's my part because I've always hated planning. Like, I hate the planning aspect of like business and brand management stuff. So it was always to me more of a feel thing. But now it's like I've got to kind of be like a planner, and I just don't like doing it. And so the long and short of it is we're like out of stock on, I think, like our like 6 top SKUs, and we will be for like a month. It's just like, it's crazy. And it's just getting nuts. But the point is, we're looking at like probably like a 25% price increase to answer the question. Like, and we're going to roll that out early 2026. That's like the answer. That's the answer. And it's not meant to create panic. It's just like, like I said, you can't even probably go buy all the stuff that people think, they have to hoard to go fish the St. Lawrence or, whatever. So,
well, listen, the good news is, obviously, especially in the sniper jigs, and I'm sure you'll look at using lead perhaps in some of your other tungsten jigs in the future, but we do have the L metal sniper, and in my opinion, that's just as good. I keep a personal stash of tungsten. I feel slightly more confident in a tournament setting, but that's really probably in my whacked head anyway.
Oh, that's a good segue into the difference between pure tungsten and compound.
We can talk about that. What are you pouring yourself there, bud?
Oh, dude, I promised my wife I'd take a hiatus on the THC. So I had, this is a Kettle One espresso martini.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Cheers.
Listen, man, I have my day. I could drink plenty of beers. Like, come on, I'm fucking Irish. I went to college.
Hey, I'd love to hear the difference between the lead and the bismuth and what you're drinking and all, but I also want to, get my cup hot again here. So just excuse me for 1 second.
So do you want me to? Can I speak?
Yeah, absolutely. I think
so. This is actually. Hold on. I look terrible. Damn.
You're good, man.
So
you believe that?
This is something that actually I think a lot of people are surprised to hear, and maybe I'm wrong and consumers have caught up with what's going on, but I think a lot of companies used to call stuff tungsten and still do call stuff tungsten. It's like this loose term, but tungsten and tungsten compound are a completely different animal. And it always surprises me how many people they just think they get a tungsten product and they all do the same thing. Pure tungsten has far more feel than compound. Compound is still better than lead because it's harder, but it's really only about 6 to 10% smaller than lead. Whereas pure tungsten is essentially 35% smaller than lead. So there's like a real visual and application difference. Like, you know, for grass fishing, flipping grass edges and stuff like that, or even just like docks with grass, like that little Magnum, you want that little weight forward head. It's just so good in grass.
Penetrates.
But you want that with the Tungsten. I mean, will a lead jig in the same shape essentially fish pretty close to that Tungsten version? Yeah, and that's why we're going to make the L metal version of the Magnum this year, which is a good talking point. But yeah, like, so that like, you know, you want tungsten, and that stuff is so much more expensive than even compound is. It's about 35%, 40% more expensive than compound, and compound is about 60% more expensive than lead. I could be wrong there, but the point I'm making is, like, everything is rising. Compound, tungsten, both going to see increased prices, but pure tungsten, much smaller and denser, has more feel. Compound is only a little bit smaller than lead and has just a little bit more feel, but it is harder. So, you know, the feel's there, especially if you're using like braid to fluoro. And Travis you use a lot of, what do you use? I always mess with you. What do you fish, like 6 pound braid?
5.
I use 5, but for the snipers, I'm gonna bump it up to 8 mostly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unless you're Randy Blockett, he says don't use braid at all on your spinning rods. What an idiot! What a complete idiot. Anyways, I digress.
You feel better now?
Mike's right. Weedsy's right. You know, it's a you know, compound is essentially like tungsten powder, and then a whole lot of different, somewhat eco-friendly resins. And, you know, if you put I'm not suggesting you do this. Honestly, I've never done this with ours, but I know that with some tungsten compound, if you put it over a fire, it will just kind of turn almost to like a wet dust kind of stuff.
Yeah, it goes poof.
Yeah.
Disintegrates.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. But anyways, the point is, when you guys, this is for everybody here. So I'm going to catch some slack for this, and I'm sorry, but I have to do it. You know, we all work hard. I've worked pretty hard to get the business here. If you guys go online, starting essentially right now, unless these folks have stock from a year or two ago, if you guys see a tungsten jig, this is my public service announcement. I'm sorry. If you guys see a tungsten jig that's retailing for about $5, $5.50-ish, and it's going through a retailer, meaning there's a branded product going through a retailer. By the way, this is something I wanted to talk about, because this, yeah. I want to fucking vent a little bit here.
Go ahead and vent. We like that.
All
I
right.
might get in that option as well.
I think it's coming.
Itching.
Listen,
I'm itching for a fight tonight.
You know, you guys are going to be disappointed. The point I'm making is, there's a lot of companies, I think, that are underreporting goods values so that they can avoid tariffs, and the factories cooperate in this shit. And I'm not the type to, like, you know, snitches, I won't do it. But man, it pisses me off. And so part of the reason you guys are going to see price increases from Beast Coast, which honestly should be right in line with every other tungsten product right on the market. If we're a little more expensive by $1 or so at retail, it's because we use 2 hooks. There's additional labor. You guys know we hand tie all our stuff underneath the band. I mean, the products are supposed to be, you know, as good as a production jig can get. So the point I'm making, where was I going with that?
I have no idea.
The point I'm making is, you know, these guys that underreport their goods values to keep their prices deflated, like, you know, it sucks because there's nothing we can do about it. But if you see a price point of $5.50 for a tungsten jig, like, that's, you know, honestly, straight up, that's taking money out of the United States' pocket, because they're not paying our country's import tax. And like, it's so
the United States needs more money. Is that what you're trying to say?
A couple trillion, dude.
Well, do you know what? Okay.
Go,
Eric,
Travis.
You know
go.
what I'm saying, right?
I do, but Travis, go, man. You're looking for a fight. You got it, Travis.
I am not. I just want to sit here and relax and learn more about tungsten. So continue.
What's on your mind?
So, Travis, I forgot you used 5 pound. That's crazy. So there's a good question. Well, he's asking Epic Eric. Eric, do you know the answer to that question?
What's that?
Is tungsten production a technology gap between the U.S. and China, or a manufacturing environmental pollution huge problem?
Sean in the comments. Who,
I would say, Derek, you would probably know better than anybody.
Well, no,
Well,
Sean.
I do know. I know
how
the
technologies
answer.
being. Let me
Oh,
know
I
when I
don't
can
know,
talk
because
on my
I
own
don't-
show.
Oh, good, Travis. You're
Travis,
up.
can I answer the man?
Go ahead.
Now he's going to rig up ice fishing stuff. We've lost.
Dude, how can you get butthurt like that, dude?
I'm fine. I'm back.
Yeah, you better be.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Oh,
so
man.
Travis, I'm sorry, dude. You can rig your ice rise. I don't mean to be a bad guest.
All right.
come on, bro, Haas. Get
I
back
can't-
in the game.
Yeah, put
But that's
the-
actually a really good question. And to be honest,
It
I
is.
think that we've been, dude, I think it's like, from what I can discern, I haven't studied this,
Yeah.
but I've looked for every way to, like, do what everybody else is doing, which is scramble kind of to figure out an alternate. And we're not there. And so basically we're behind. Like, we don't do this stuff. But that's because getting tungsten out of the ground, mining it, we're about to do that. But the refining part of it and the processing part of it, that is so much cheaper. Tungsten is so labor intensive to work with and filthy that I think the answer to your question is actually a little bit of both. We're just not there yet. So, I'm sure you can read about cases where there are companies that are doing it here in the United States, but if you went and looked to start a business there versus abroad right now, the choice is probably a no-brainer.
Yeah, but you framed it perfectly from the very beginning. Mining, right? Processing, and then manufacturing it to whatever spec, military, consumer. Think about all the applications, right? So, I mean, Sean Lai just said it best. They've got a 20-year head start on us. We used to be the manufacturer. We launched the Industrial Revolution in this country, and then we sent Deming to Japan. Anybody know Edward Deming?
No.
Read a book on him. He pretty much
Do you know about Project Paperclip?
So Sean Lai brought up.
I don't waste time on that stuff. I just
Well,
read
you
books
want to know where they sent the Nazis? I can tell you.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, they're at NASA for one, all of them. Keep going.
You sure they're still alive?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All
See, Sean, Sean Lai's saying, the environmental factors, like I said, the process is filthy. Like it's for lack of a better word, it's like, I'm willing. I don't mean it in that way. Like I worked for fucking excavator for years. Like it's from an EPA standpoint, like it's going to be who's got a lot of money to again, I'm not an insider. This is just from everything I've gleaned over the last 6 months of dealing with, this crazy disruption. So anyways, it's getting nuts. But that said, what's cool about Beast Coast is, as we're tiny. So like right now, this is actually a pretty cool deal. I was telling this Travis this. So we've got distribution going into spring, unless God forbid, they'll probably see the video and say,
My lizard tongue isn't working.
Travis, you just completely derailed me, dude.
No, the THC derailed you, Derek.
No,
it wasn't me.
You're crazy. You're an idiot, man. So no, you've seen me have like 3 of these drinks, man. I apologize. But,
so you're saying I'm the only sober one on the show?
I'm sober.
This is an interesting.
Unless chicory root gets you drunk.
It does something.
All right, sorry, Derek. You need total concentration, and we're really being terrible hosts. So
I am
terrible.
Continue.
You can't let me have the reins at all of this.
Right.
So, like, Eric, come on, man.
I'm trying to direct. All right, so you've got your orders on 25% increase in spring of 2026. That's what you're telling us, right? I think what that means that if there's a Beast Coast product you like out there right now, go buy it today if you can afford it, right? If it's in stock, because your price increases are only going to be impacted in the non-L metal, the tungsten, correct?
Exactly.
Hyper jig, the
this guy right here,
the flipping one. What's it called, bro? Little
Magnum.
Mag.
Thank you. The little Magnum, which is a great flipping jig, guys. If you're a grass fisherman and you're not flipping that, you're crazy.
I love that jig. That's my favorite, and I'm not a big jig flipper, but when I do, that's the jig I'm using.
Yeah, this guy is pretty
dope.
So how does that affect people like me that wanted to start, putting in my order and getting some tungsten from Beast Coast this week?
Well, you know about this. I mean, I'm planned out. So here's the good news is like this stuff is so the plan, just so everybody knows, is really you're not going to see these increases until probably like late January, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, depending on what some customer requirements are. But really, it's like, as soon as we can, firstly, we're going to bring it back down. But we've got a lot of inventory on order. So hopefully supply won't be an issue for the first time. And like, the little mag and the dozer and the sniper, of course, those three products have really like gone pretty nuts, which is cool because we're small. So like our products have to do well. And the supply shortage is like 3 months. We're 3 months behind. And the last PO, which we already cut 2 months ago or two, by January-ish, we should literally be in a position where we've got enough stock for 3 months of supply, which we've never had going into spring. So hopefully at least we'll be able to get this shit. Unfortunately, we got to roll these things out because we've got deposits down on, cost increase inventory. And at some point, it's like that takes away the cash flow that we needed, any free cash flow, especially when we're cutting like the biggest orders ever that we've ever cut. It's just like a weird step. Anybody that owns a business that's in this chat probably understands this, whether they're like a paver or they sell stocks. Like there's this stepping pattern, and it's been, with all the shit going on, it's definitely made that more challenging, but like, we planned for it. I planned for it. Like we got inventory orders in that should keep us in good shape on,
at the same price today
for the next, for about a month and a half.
You'll be happy to know I have my supply of ice jigs, tungsten ice jigs at least.
That's good.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm proud of that guy.
Derek makes a whole lineup of the.
No,
put that fucking box down and let me keep going with Derek. Derek, so the jigs you are getting that are going to arrive at retailers in January are going to be at roughly the same price that they're out today. The next round, right? That'll keep you good for about a month or so. The next round coming, that's when the price increase is going to hit. I'm just trying to give people a tip on when to stock up, like now and maybe in January, right? And are you going to be at shows?
So we're not going to go to the Mass Expo this year, but we're going to do the Classic. Kind of actually just like iron that out today. So, we're going to be finally doing the Classic. Hopefully, unless there's an issue with space and stuff. Excuse me.
Will your products be available for sale at the Classic?
Yeah. That's a consumer expo. It's crazy.
So you can kind of like roll into your booth and buy your jigs at your booth.
Yeah, we'll have our jigs, Seduce, the Scopers, the light heads.
Sure.
And then it should be in like a hefty supply of our top tungsten stuff.
Good.
But so I think I completely digressed earlier. So we're going into, I think, again, fingers crossed, hopefully nothing falls apart here, but they're good people. And I think we're going to be in like 8 Bass Pros in the Northeast and Midwest. And then Shields is going to be adding like, I think we'll be in like 9 or 10 Shield stores. So for all the guys in the kind of West Midwest and their footprint's a little bit different, but they're awesome. I mean, both of those are awesome for distribution. It's not, people think that's oh, East Coast, it's not. This is millions of dollars in revenue for those in the chat that think this is, like a transcendence into like a big business. Like we're still very small business, but we need this distribution to ever have a chance to
getting
become
bigger,
like kind of mainstream. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That's good stuff. Congrats, man.
Yeah, man.
That's huge.
Yeah, so I am my own revolving line of credit. Don G's like, you might want to talk to a banker about a revolving line of credit. It's funny. I love the chats. Dude, I was actually like in the mood to like respond to the chats in this show.
Good.
Today.
All right, good.
Yeah, please. That's the best part.
So Beast Coast has zero. That's not true. I think we have a couple payment processors for stuff, and we take micro loans from one of them, but like we this business is bootstrapped for 6 years now.
Amazing.
I mean, I wouldn't say amazing. I'd say fucking stupid. Lucky, for sure lucky, because my wife has literally like, she's been like the rock. So not to be cheesy, but like, Eric, you know the deal. Travis, you know the deal, kind of. But dude, she's a good woman. She's like, if honestly, I'm lucky to have the business still, because it's just like the first 4 years were fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And now it's finally like we kind of know exactly what's going on, and it's kind of a different little business than it was 5 years ago. So, we're definitely, this will be our best year by a long shot.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's.
What do the next 5 years look like? Where would you like to see it go in the next 5 years?
That's a great question, Eric.
I feel like you guys have like a fucking yellow pad with like a list of like, what the fuck questions do we ask now?
No, we don't.
Hold on, let me read it. Dude, honestly, in 5 years, like if I can get the business to not stress me out, I'll keep the business Like I like it, and it's like, honestly, it's just now becoming something that would be, I think, attractive to like a buyer. For what that means or is worth, I don't really care to talk about.
Is that what you want to do? Are you building it to sell it, or building it to grow it and keep it?
No, dude, this is like a micro business. The dream would be, honestly, so the dream, if you're asking.
Well, you know how Great Lakes Finesse went to Pradco. I mean, do you ever see that happening? A PE company comes in and offers you 20 times EBITDA. Are you taking it? You know what your EBITDA is?
I mean, honestly, I prefer something like based, because let's not go here. Let's not.
All right, that's fine. No, you don't have to answer that question.
I don't.
But I mean, I'm sure it's on everybody's mind. Like all the great brands sell out. Yeah.
You know what I want to do? I want to work. I want to work until I'm like, I want to work for like fucking 10 more years.
10 more.
Well, Jody White says this is your goal. In 5 years, Derek's goal is to not have to go on podcast anymore.
Jeez.
Or be interviewed by nosy bass riders like Jody White. Take that, Jody. Jody, I heard you got an award, man. Congrats, bro. I watched you on Bass After Dark. Good job, man. Jody is. He can catch some scoping too. And any other
Jody's
way he chooses.
Boat with Jody 5 days
he
ago.
Can do it.
So I watched Jody catch a bunch, and I forgot my gloves, so I turned sideways from the wind.
Oh no.
And just watch Jody catch fish for like an hour.
It's brutal fishing in winter, man, but it can be so on, man.
Dude, you know what the deal is with winter is like here, if it's 39 degrees, it feels warm. So you're like, let's go, dude. If there's no wind, and it's 39 degrees, and it's humid, like that's a nice day.
But wait a minute, Jody said he had extra gloves and you refused them.
Well, so now I have to explain that, like just like I told you.
Are
Jody,
you OCD?
No,
you don't want to wear somebody else's gloves?
Nobody should be fishing with gloves. That's very hard.
That's not why.
This is another one of your goals. Sean Law, he really points out that, in 5 years, you don't want to have to pop on this and give all these chodes, sandbaggers discount codes, man. Anyway, go ahead. Why didn't you wear his gloves?
Wait, hold on. I want to read that. Where's that comment?
That's Sean Lai, one of our famous longest-term guests.
I know that name.
Oh, he's awesome. He's from Chi-Town, man.
Yeah, so Sean Lai, I see you got some good questions there. So as far as the products, you can probably see what's going on. Like we've got, so basically, without getting too nitty gritty, because it's not like it's some secret sauce formula, but
Sure.
if something's working, I'm not going to be like, so here's what but the reality is like the Baby Dozer, OW Sniper, Little Magnum, Seduce is doing really well. Superfly selling very well, but we've had tons of product shortages. We changed the little keeper. It's now essentially like a perfect product. Frankly, I loved it when it first came out. I didn't throw a hair jig a lot, as anybody that knows me know. I don't throw it a lot, but
You're not a hair jig
I like
guy.
a Z-Man. I like a puffy Z-Man chunk on a hair jig just because it really seems to like push the hair out. But the point I'm making is we have products that I think are like, like I want guys that are hardcore to be like, grab a Baby Dozer, grab a Sniper, create brands out of these products, I guess is the best way to put it. I just want to make like an awesome product for an application that a lot of people use. And by the way, we're fishermen, we're from the North, and, we kind of live the same life as you guys do. So that's the whole brand deal there. But as far as the product question that you asked earlier, that's the that's the deal. It's
All right. Good answer. I like
hopefully.
it.
I feel like I went
All right.
astray there, but
You did, because you did not answer the question. Why didn't you wear the gloves Jody White wanted to provide you? I won't let it slide.
I told Jody this. It's because I can't accept that like I was unprepared, A, and then I'm being a bitch, B, and I just
So you'd rather be a hard head and not catch fish?
Wow.
listen. Honestly, you're gonna hate the answer to this question, but anybody that knows me, I shouldn't say that. Anybody that I fish with, like anybody that I fish with knows I literally could watch. I love watching live scope. People are gonna fucking hate me for this, and I'm so sorry. People are like, I could literally, like, I was a Discovery Channel kid growing up, like since I was like 8 years old. Like I love.
You love watching TV. You like watch things happen.
I like watching I like watching the natural world and like fucking predator prey relationships. Like I was literally like,
well, shouldn't you been diving? I mean, get in a fucking wetsuit and go down.
Derek does dive.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a free. I used to. Kidding me? I got a hogfish tattooed on my back. I used to free dive.
You're a free diver, but nobody knew that about you, dude. What? This is the first time I've ever heard this. You've got a hogfish tattooed on your back and used to free dive and spearfish.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, down in the Florida Keys. My mom lived down there for like 12 years, and
yeah, dude.
Dude,
You're like the native son. Awesome.
I don't know. I've done a lot of shit. I was pretty good at it. Not amazing. I could go to like 40 feet and shoot grouper. But the guy that I kind of like.
It's pretty incredible, honestly. Yeah.
My buddy Andy, this dude I used to kind of hang with, and he was kind of like a mentor. He had the connect. He would sell to like a couple of the fish markets under a license. He could literally. I mean, this dude was like a beast, man. Like he'd go down 35, 45 feet and just sit there holding a piece of Carl and just wait for like a good 40 seconds. Shoot something. I mean, what I saw when I was there doing that was unreal. But that's a whole different conversation. Point I'm making.
Somebody wants to know: do you really have a hogfish tramp stamp?
No, I have a little.
That's Grad 84. Well, good one, man.
Yeah, that's good. But I have a hogfish, but it's on my shoulder, not on my butt.
You said back, and so nobody knew where that meant. And so I'm glad you told people it was on your back, but near your shoulder. I'm comfortable with the whole scene.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, Eric.
And Jody says you're the most chill live scope watcher ever. Is that the THC or just because you like watching the screen?
As I mentioned, I'm diminishing my THC intake pretty immensely. Because I turned 40, so it's time to chill.
Hey, congratulations, man. Yeah. When was the birthday? What month? You don't have to reveal the day.
Oh, dude, it was a week ago. It's December 8th.
Snap, dude.
Yeah, somebody sent me a happy birthday the other day, and they were months off, Derek.
Yeah. Well, dude,
Derek.
When I log in on social media to kind of manage the accounts or give access or whatever, I see things And Travis comes up, they deliver me Travis's shit. And it's like, Travis has a birthday today. Like, wish him a happy birthday. So, I'm not going to do it through Facebook. So I sent him a text and he's like, oh, bro, my birthday is September 9th.
I said, don't believe everything on the internet, you freak.
Well, why wouldn't you obviously know this is a thing? So go
It's a
fucking
good
change
lesson.
your birthday.
I didn't put it on there. I don't know why it's telling me I got a birthday this month.
Yeah, right, dude. You're up to something.
Oh. He's always up to
Anyways.
something. Look at him holding that little orange tip wiener. Reel it fast, Travis. That's what it looks like. You're reeling your little orange tip wiener. Why is it moving like that, bro?
I'm putting line on the reel.
It looks really weird, dude. I'm telling you, where you're holding your hands and the orange tip bends down occasionally. It's very small. What? He's back to
You ever
reading
seen a
again.
grown man spool a reel before?
Not that tiny little fairy wand. If there ever was a fairy wand, what is that? A Mickey Mouse reel, dude, from Walmart?
I got it for my kids, man, because I don't want them using my St. Croix ice fishing rods.
So
And
say
so-
what you did me, man. You gave me the Walmart special, bro. And Matt Pangrak, of course, PTL host, got to use the St. Croix and I had to use the crappy like Bass Pro Shops. Extreme.
The
I still
least
caught 'em.
experienced angler gets the least good
Oh,
rod.
but didn't I show you a trick?
You did. Yes.
You weren't
yes.
giving me any bait. I cut up some freaking max scent and
I
they
know.
ate it, bro, on
I
a
know.
bare hook.
I know. You're proud of
Anyway.
me.
I am, dude.
I know.
That's
And I'm
that's
proud
some
of
bait
you.
That's some bait hacking stuff on the boat. Derek, I just want to remind you I caught the first 6-pound largemouth ever on
I
this
know
sniper
this.
jig.
I know this. And smallmouth.
We have 100%.
I think that's the deal. Caught
It
both.
is.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Oh, man.
what I was
Listen,
saying-
I don't want to keep you, Derek. If you have anything else you'd like to talk about, now's the time because I know you got
Yeah.
a big day tomorrow and we want to make sure you get some good rest.
Are you kicking me off, dude?
No, stay on. I'm going to stay on as long as it takes.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty tired, and my daughter's sick, so I'm good. I mean, I'd answer questions if you want me to, but otherwise I'll get out of here.
Do you see any questions come up?
He's been answering them.
Yeah.
You guys got any? Did anybody ask a question that
I
we
know, I
didn't
thought
get
you did a
to
really
that-
good job tonight.
Yeah,
What'd you say, Travis?
I said I thought you did a really good job tonight. I'm really
Yeah.
impressed.
Fantastic
really?
job.
Yes.
Yeah, is there anything anybody wants to know about tungsten besides the fact that, one thing we never really covered. In conclusion, the white paper reads,
Yes, nice.
I don't think there's any hedging this. I think that at some point probably between January and maybe May, depending on how heavily some of these companies were able to buy inventory. This price increase is not because Beast Coast doesn't have the buying power. Like, I'm not saying we do, but we buy enough to where we're getting we get production pricing, good production pricing, and the
Right.
factories can plan along with our orders and 30 other, companies like ours that, it's happening. Like, so I would imagine that whether you are a tungsten shopper for Beast Coast or, again, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but anybody that manufactures tungsten that is sold at a national level to where they're doing things the right way as far as costs and importing and things like that, you're going to see price increases, and they're probably going to be like, they might be like 18 to 30%. So
That's crazy, dude. All right, I got some questions for you. This is rapid fire. Best jig size for the Seduce, all around. Any application. Jody White,
3/16.
you're a minnow shaker. All right, that's your opinion. 3/16. All right, next question. Well, it's a comment from Sean Lai. Derek and Eric been doing Travis's job like always. Okay, thank you, Sean, for sharing. Are we going to get a
Sean's
East
talking
Coast?
shit like always.
Are we going to get a living rubber jig out of you, Derek?
So we've got right now. So we actually have black brown rubber as a color
Yeah.
in the Little Magnum and the Sniper, not the L metal, but the tungsten. So
Okay.
those are pure round rubber. That's a pure
Sure.
round rubber color. And
Sure.
then all of our, the answer is that's our only pure round rubber color, but we do
Yep.
use round rubber in all the stealth colors.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do another, like a pure brown or something.
Okay.
Did that answer the question?
That answers the question. Best jigs to buy from Beast Coast and color. I know you're a fan of the little Magnum. Now pick a color. I know you're a fan of the sniper jig. Now pick 2 colors. Travis, you can weigh in here too if you're listening.
Sexy Melon
And Mothman.
and Mothman.
All right, great.
Yeah, I would say Sexy Melon and Stealth Crawl. I sometimes see Travis doesn't like using full skirts with the sniper jig. I
Okay.
sometimes like that puffy
That
little
full body.
profile. Yeah, like sometimes,
Yeah.
especially if it's dirty.
Dirty.
Travis throws, but you know what? Guess what? I watched Travis throw a fucking Ned rig with like 2 feet of visibility, maybe 8 inches of visibility, and
You're crazy, man. They
he
can
caught
find
him.
it.
So
All right. So what about in your little Magnum? Give me your top 3 colors little Magnum, Derek.
Wolf
You flip a
GP
lot.
black, Stealth Crawl, and then there's black and blue. I don't use that a lot, but everybody does. Honestly, in dirty water, but like I think you could use Dirtbag there. I just like black and browns. I think they're opaque. They're very opaque, just like black
Right.
and blue. The science around what bass can see is old, semi-proven, but we're not. I mean, it's subjective to me. So it's like, to me, I like the natural blacks and browns versus some bright blue. Dude, guys, it's black and blue. Come on, don't. I've used it and I use it, but I like black and browns. That's pretty much, that's the deal.
Yeah, well, bass's eyes are built for contrast, scientifically proven fact. They have 2 color receptors in their eyes, Derek. They've been studied. They dissected them. There's 2 color receptors, red and green. Red and green. Their color receptors, I don't know if you knew this or not, because I was on a Bass After Dark episode, Does Lure Color Matter? I did a lot of research. Anyway, their color receptors turn off at night. Why? Because they want to be able to see contrast. So in the morning, it's not like they have a switch, turn my color receptors back on. So it might make the bass fisherman think, should I be throwing colors in the morning that are the higher contrasting colors? Think about it. Anyway, all right. Is there a quarter in the north, lighter in the south? Somebody asked about a lead Superfly in the works. Oh, Jody White wanted to answer the jig minnow head size, quarter in the north, lighter in the south. Thank you, Jody White, because we know you can catch them.
Jody
Lead
can catch
Superfly.
it, man. I've seen Jody catch it.
Wait a
He's
minute,
good
lead
fisherman.
Superfly. Don't go off that tangent.
So
Lead
here's the
Superfly.
deal with the Superfly. A lot of that, the answer is it's a maybe. Honestly, I'd like a lead version of all of the kind of staple products that we sell, which really every product we sell needs to be a staple, and we're getting there. Again, Sean Lai asked something about this earlier as far as what's the deal with products, expand, blah, blah, blah. And then there's somebody else asking about dice. I mentioned we have a fuzzy product that is really cool. I almost don't, it's not a dice.
Wait, you don't have a prototype there, do you?
No,
I got drawings, and
we're not doing that.
What? Yeah, I'm not.
You don't tell him what he's doing. He's the owner of Beast Coast and founder. You're just some chode that he sponsors. Rig your fucking ice rods, and we'll manage the show.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, dude. Don't be bucking up on Derek.
Okay.
So all these guys, this is I sometimes it's funny, like I don't really talk to my wife about the business. I don't really talk to many people about like business decisions except for 1 or 2 people, and it's like because the guys that I work with I tend to do this stuff, and like I see questions here. Hold on, what is it? Let me lead. That's a lead into. Will the hybrid ever make it to the L metal line?
Yep.
I want to do that, but is it really worth it? There's so much labor and material. It's like, so those hybrid snipers, by the way, are literally about to retail for like 10 to 11 bucks a piece.
The one with the marabou in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hand tied. There's a lot of labor in that.
I tie the tungsten and then the labor.
I tied that little jig. That motherfucker takes a long time, Derek.
Well, yeah. So, despite tying thousands of them, it is what it is. It's expensive. So somebody else
takes some time. That's a long time, dude.
It does take some time. I mean, I've tied up I'll show you one I did.
Yeah.
So
we should
this
have
one here is that
What
took me
was
a
that?
couple
You
hours.
didn't tie that up. That's my jig.
Oh,
What do you
sorry.
do with that thing? You find it in your boat?
And
Derek, I got a new prototype jig. I want your opinion on. I'm not showing it. I just want to show you as a jig maker and designer. I'll only send a picture to you.
Send it
It's
to
pretty
me.
cool. It's pretty cool.
By the way, Eric, my boat's been under various degrees of work and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's been a Rhode
Aren't we
Island.
supposed to go fishing?
Yeah, but I wanted to tell you, I still have those jigs that you
No
gave
way.
me
No
2.5 years ago.
No way.
Yeah, and I had one tied up on a spinning rod, and then I took it off to tie up a big minnow because they were eating it. And I planned on throwing it that day. It was like this summer. And,
Well, you got to just turn your scope off and then throw it.
yeah, but where I fish, dude.
I know. I don't want to hear it. It's true.
Sorry.
I get it, dude. I get it. I
Still,
get it.
you know,
You do what
everybody
you got to
keeps
do. You
killing
want to
the
go out and be
grass.
efficient and catch
Listen.
it. I get it.
What am I going to do? Go cast at like 120 pieces of structure that I used to no hold fish, and maybe like
Don't
10
do
of
it.
them hold stuff now? Like,
Not unless it's a no scope tournament, then you have to fish.
I'm
But
just
I
talking
mean,
about
if you
the
can
general state
scope,
of
you can go.
affairs
Yeah, of
on
course,
these
I get
lakes
it.
where they're killing the grass. You know,
Oh, that's brutal.
there's no shallow fish really. Like,
Oh man,
you know,
crazy,
it's
dude.
like a different thing. So
All right, somebody else had a question. Hold on. I saw it. Damn, man. Thank you, Lake Erie Lee. I did a prize pack here. You're welcome, Waves, Currents, and Ice. What else? Oh, somebody wanted to know. This is Little Rich. I'm going to show it. Little Rich 2644. Any chance of a Miyagi swimmer with some darker stripes on a yellow perch?
probably not, man.
Okay.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, that's such a bite getter up north. You're East Coast, man. You're like Connecticut, Northeast. Why not?
Well, we have a
It just
perch
doesn't
already.
make sense.
You know,
Oh, you
it's
do.
like-
Oh.
but I know what we had the.
He wants it a little. He
Paint.
wants it a. Oh, he wants it a little bit more lateral.
stripes. Yeah.
Hey guys, let me just give you a quick bake hack. This is something I do. I take a literally straight up, no questions asked, Sharpie, draw a light thin line, take your thumb and rub over it. It will fade the line and smooch it out. I could probably do it on a piece of plastic
Thanks,
right
Sean.
now, and you will get a darker line on a maybe realistic Miyagi. I don't know, man. You could do so much, dude. And there's something else you can do. So if you really want to, you can get yourself a Copic. Does everybody know what a Copic is? I'm going to do it right now. Hey, Travis,
what?
take over for a second. I'm going to spray a
Okay.
perch pattern right now.
All right.
I'm going to find a skinny dipper.
I'd love to.
Sorry I don't have a Miyagi swimmer, but Derek, I'm going to show you what's up.
Yeah. Show me.
All right, man. Wow, what a great show, guys. Thanks for hanging out there. I want to thank our sponsors, Thayer's Marine. I was just down at Thayer's 2 days ago, dropped my boat off for the season. They're going to get everything fixed up and get me back on the water by spring.
Richie's a man. He's a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
dude.
They are so busy down there. Like,
Really?
it was dead of winter right now, right? Pretty cold and brutal out, but
Busy with what? Just takeouts or like
selling boats and
winterization?
service
Oh
work.
yeah. Wow. Nice. Good. Good for them.
Absolutely.
Richie sold me a motor.
Oh, yeah?
3 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a good dude.
Oh, we got a
You
question.
drive- Dude, you drive essentially to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
You're fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, I know it's tough. I mean,
Crazy.
Derek, I never understand why when I tell you, can you come fishing tomorrow, and you really have a light day and you just don't want to drive up here. It's not that bad.
Oh, it's so far, dude. 4.5 hours is like a lot.
4.5 hours. Think about it.
Dude,
You leave at 3 a.m. You get a little, chicory root in you. You got little snacks. You got your THC, your THL going on, and you hit the road, bud.
I don't know, man. I got kids, dude. I got a 1-year-old and a 7-year-old, dude.
Oh yeah, you had that 1-year-old. How's that going?
Yeah, that guy. he's great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He's awesome. My daughter was way more challenging. He's the fucking man. He's just happy.
Sure.
So involved. Like, you go, where's the deer? And he goes right to the window, looks out the window. 'Cause
You got deer out the window?
Yeah.
I see one in the reflection behind you. A big
Where?
buck. There's a big buck.
That one.
Oh no! I think if you look at your window, there it is. There you go. Did you harvest that one yourself?
Yep. Back when I lived in Long Island.
Ah.
Oh, terrible place.
Are you a big fan of deer meat? I love deer meat.
Yeah, I love. I like backstrap, and then I pretty much just make jerky out of everything else. And then some of the mid cuts, I like. Kim, my wife, makes like awesome pasta sauce and meat sauce with venison.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we do with it.
Hey, real quick, I want to use my viewers. Last week I talked about my declining eyesight and the fact that it's harder for me to tie knots in the last couple of months and read fine print. And we had a doctor reach out and give me some advice. If there's any chiropractors that are listening and you don't mind talking, reach out. I have a couple questions for you if you don't mind.
Talking
There
to me?
you no, just the people, if they know of any.
I have a chiropractor that's good.
No, I'm asking if there's any people that watch and support the show that would be willing to talk to me about a few things.
Where's Eric when you need him?
He's painting right now. I can hear the paintbrush in the background.
What do you mean he's painting? Travis, what's going on with your eyesight?
I just noticed in especially last week when I was organizing and rigging tackle,
Yeah.
it's harder for me to tie knots and see where that line shoots into that little knot hole. I kind of strain a little bit.
It's tough. It's hard for you to see in the knot hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, dude. We're getting older.
Okay. Do you have that problem? No.
No.
All
I
right.
mean, my fingers are what's really starting to like.
Oh, you got big fat fingers.
Dude, they're swollen, man. I don't know. Something's up. You hear that?
Yeah. You
Is that
got
awesome
early
for you?
arthritis. You need to take some calcium and some magnesium. You need 90 essential vitamins and minerals and maybe a little extra selenium, I would assume.
Wow, you've got like a nutritionist?
Something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I've noticed my fingers, Travis. That's my thing is I'm like, it's like, what is going on? I used to be able to like crazy fast, and all of a sudden I'm like, I guess it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
You think lead could do that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Dude.
people say it's just natural. Our bodies just fail.
I mean, I refuse to believe that, dude.
Yeah, I can't buy into that. It's not natural. There's a nutrient deficiency somewhere.
Yeah.
Your eyes should work until the day your eyes close for good.
I agree, man. I like that.
And it ain't eating carrots. Because today's carrots are nothing like they were in 1890. I don't even think they were orange back then. Yeah.
Really? Were they
Go
white?
down that rabbit hole.
Really?
True story.
Let's see. Let's ask ChatGPT.
No. You realize who
ChatGPT.
programs ChatGPT. They're going to tell you carrots are essential and they're not modified and
That's
they've
not what I'm
always
asking.
been orange.
Not
Okay.
I'm asking.
What are you going to ask them?
What color were carrots 200 years ago, and why? That's what I'm going to ask.
So
Travis.
you're just assuming this computer is going to pull up information and give you the correct information from 200 years ago. That's
Dude.
pretty messed up, bud. If you have that much trust,
Can I just read you what it says? Maybe it will agree with you, Travis.
Please go ahead.
About 200 years ago, early 1800s, carrots were not all orange.
Ah,
You would have commonly seen purple, yellow, white. Why they weren't all orange? Orange carrots are the result of selective breeding, not nature.
there we go. Okay. Wow, this thing is telling us the truth.
Fucking try. You're unreal. This is helpful to mankind. Actually, it's wrong quite a bit, but orange
Right.
carrots are the result of selective breeding. Original wild carrots from Central Asia were mostly purple or white. Blah, 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 blah. In the 16th, 17th centuries, Dutch farmers selectively bred carrots with high beta carotene. Is this where you're going to lead into beta carotene causing skin cancer?
I don't think anything causes skin cancer except malnutrition and not having the right supplements. It's definitely not the sun. If you're going to preach to me and tell me that it is, keep putting that sunscreen on your bodies.
Oh my
Keep
God.
doing it.
So
keep
tell me
doing
what's your thesis with carrots, dude?
I'm just, wow, look at that.
There you go, Eric.
I
Reaction.
did that all with Sharpie. I just took a full-on chartreuse skinny dipper and took the back and then took my finger and then just went over it like that so it just gets into the plastic. Then made the little perch bars and then orange on the belly. You can make it really.
What was the color? What was the original color of that bait?
Flat out straight chartreuse.
Get out.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty
Travis.
impressive, bud.
Real quick, Eric, that did look awesome. But real
Yeah.
quick, somebody here I think missed the whole carrot thing. He says you can buy all these colored carrots at the grocery store.
Hey,
You can.
This is
You
not
can.
a
They're still
revolution.
genetically modified. That's fine.
So Travis, what? And I'm not saying that was the revelation. I'm just saying that my point was to prove that they weren't always orange. But what's your thesis, Travis?
No, my thesis is carrots don't make your eyesights better, and I just went down a tangent talking about genetically modified carrots.
All right, I can tell you're not going to be baited into this. So,
Oh,
do you need anything else, or should I go to sleep here?
no, I think we're going to wait till Eric comes back, and then we'll allow you to leave at that time. So if you can just sit tight for a second or two, allow
good. I
him
just
to
said
come
that-
back into the
just
show,
washed-
and
I
we'll
just washed my hands.
we will wrap this up.
There you go. All right.
Really good education. As Derek was saying,
Jody White said, "Good looking bluegill." Jody, I challenge you to a painting contest. Feel free to come on live on the show, and we can we'll do a painting contest, and I think I'll blow his mind with how I apply a little bit.
I
D-man,
painted-
but I won't
I
give
painted
the
this
speaker away.
crankbait once.
You, I like it. I like it. That was a fun one. Where's my smallmouth crush one with your head on the side? It's somewhere in here. I gotta find that back here. We did. We had a. I think it would be
I'm
fun.
keeping this because I have the OG Sniper Smallmouth Crush approved Sexy Melon. I will never use this.
Wow. Look at the new packaging.
Whoa, angler owned. Angler owned. What does that mean to you, Derek? Angler owned. Let's talk
Oh, you
about
need
your
to get deep?
tagline. Yeah, bro.
Well, he's
go
an
deep
angler
on it,
and he
man.
owns it. Eric,
I mean,
pretty
it's
simple.
I thought I asked. Damn, that's
Oh.
kind of rude. We got the owner and founder of a show. He said, "You want me to go deep," and you give him. He's an angler and he owns it. That's a two-word, simple-headed, minded answer. Maybe that's what it is, but I really would rather hear from the founder.
Go ahead.
Derek.
Am I allowed to answer, Travis?
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, Eric, at first I kind of laughed at your question.
Yes,
You know, I was like, fucking, what a,
I would too if
Got
I
another
had
one on
3
that.
martinis.
yeah. Dude, I don't get to do this often.
I
I go
know.
like hit my pillow and fucking zonk. But, dude, you know what it is? It's funny. Like, you have the epiphany.
Yeah.
You don't get into this to make a ton of money. I mean, I'm sure eventually you can and you will if you have something
Sure.
different, unique that consumers want and all that. But
Sure.
it's like, you know, at the end of the day, we all love to do this thing. And it's like, if I can do that instead of like, you know, go work for the man, so to speak, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, That's
Right on.
is that the question you asked, by the way?
I just wondered where you came up and what inspired you to make your tagline Angler Own.
Oh yeah, it's like, dude, I like, we're obsessive about it. It's like the only thing you ever want to do is just be on the water. To me, that's
Right
what it's
on.
all about. You know, it's like I'm not a
Sweet.
desk person per se.
Right.
I'm forced into desk work, but like ultimately, I just want to talk to the dudes that are on the forefront. I try and be as on the forefront as I can. I mean, I get out there all the time, but the reality is, I want to know like what is working and try and understand why, you know, and try and make baits for that, you know. Talking to Travis, kind of got the sniper jig deal. It's like, you know, that's kind of the way that I perceive that slogan. You know?
And we would have a lot of other great products if I could twist Derek's arm just a little bit once in a while.
What do you mean?
Just teasing you guys. Just a little teaser.
Derek? Oh, I see. Twist Derek. I thought you said my arm.
No,
like, I don't have anything
Derek likes my ideas, I hope.
Hold on. No, I do.
All
So
right,
Lake Erie Lee actually just brought something up that's pretty interesting. He says Trojan is going to go after Derek for using their Magnum logo. So if you look at this, actually, this is a public font available through any Microsoft document making program, Word. And there's no fading and shading of the individual letters. So it's actually like not at all their IP. It's a public font.
Fair.
I just use the glossy reflective gold. But if you actually look at it, it's just, you know, it's not in their category. There's no consumer confusion. It shouldn't be an issue. But, you know, obviously, you know, they've done such a job branding over the course of the last 40 years that as soon as you see Magnum in yellow letters, you know, your brain is there. Is it close? Yeah, I mean, but again, it's a public font, you know, it's not their exact styling at all. It's close though. So just so
there you
know.
go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey guys, don't forget to head over to beastcoastfishing.com. Use discount code CARROT25 and save 50% off all your tungsten orders this evening.
That's pretty good.
We there?
That's funny.
I like it. That's good, Travis.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Okay, Derek. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Derek, thanks, brother.
Very good stuff. We're going to have you back. Let's do something early spring once we get through some of this, and let's talk fishing.
Right on.
Absolutely. I mean, we could talk fishing right now, but it's too late for that because Jody's here. We could have talked about Candlewood Lake.
Right.
It's too late now.
How's Candlewood fishing these days, bro?
It's still open. It's cold.
Whoa.
A lot
Is
of
it
fish
good?
to be caught.
They're killing the grass, though, you're saying?
They've been doing that. I mean, they say they didn't kill it, but all of a sudden the grass carp ate like
everything.
50 shoreline
hectares
miles worth of milfoil, like
Oh
in a year.
God,
it was a weird, and honestly, the biologist explained it to me.
What did he
and
say?
I kind of understood it, and I was like, okay, like that kind of makes sense. And
how did he explain it?
He basically said that the biomass of the carp, just the way that it works in nature, is the carp get to a certain point. It's not just like choof. Well, actually, excuse me. It's not just like a gradual thing. It is just like they get to a point, and when they have enough young, the spring of the year, they just outcompete the grass, and literally will just like they just outcompete it completely.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought the grass carp they put in there were sterile. You're saying the grass carp breed?
Yeah, they're not supposed to be sterile. Now Candlewood's fucked, like completely.
Oh,
and it's a shame.
No.
I mean, you know, it's a shame.
Chaos
It used to
theory.
be a place you could go flip. You could go Texas rig milfoil and like, you know, inside edge 5 to like 7 feet, and then the outside edge.
It's gone.
Not a lick, dude.
If you think the government messed up with the grass carp,
Oh,
you should see what they did with the COVID shot. That'll get your blood boiling.
Listen, it's my opinion that homeowners dumped chemicals in Candlewood.
But we won't go there tonight.
Yeah, we won't.
No,
go
I
there.
get it. I get
We
it.
won't go there
Even
either.
worse.
So, all right.
All right, Derek.
Later.
As always, Yeah,
Thanks,
we're gonna
guys.
let Derek go if you come back in the screen there,
All
bud.
right, well, hold, give me 1
There
second.
you go.
Give me 1 second. I got.
He's got something to show you, Derek. Just
No, I
sit
don't
tight.
have anything to show Derek.
Oh,
Just hang out, Derek, for
he
1
wants to
second.
say a proper goodbye. I got to get going. I got to clean my room before my parents get home.
You sound like you're 12. What are you talking
Bye,
about?
guys. Love you.
I gotta clean my room before my parents come over.
I said it.
What are you, 12? What does
Yeah.
that even mean?
My parents are coming.
Derek's a good man.
Yeah, he is.
That was a good show. Very interesting, bro. Great job tonight.
That's what I
Way to
thought.
go. I thought it was fantastic.
Thank
Way
you.
better than last week.
Yeah. Well,
That was not as funny though, but
right.
good. I
It's
thought
hard
it
to
was
get Derek
informative.
laughing. I think he's too serious. He's too high strung sometimes.
He is, but he had 3 martinis. That's about as loose you're going to get him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's coming off the THC, high. And
Well, I think bottled martinis isn't going to do it for you. Maybe. I
don't
could
know.
be wrong.
Anyway, people like the show. Good work, man. All right, so your parents are coming in. They're going to arrive at 1 a.m. You've got time. You've got 3 hours to clean your room. Go get her done, bud.
Yes.
Tell your papa I said hello and your ma.
Well, all right.
All right, tell him to take care of that truck for you, man.
I don't
That's
think
their
Leonard
legacy.
understands that I'm going to drag him out in the boat tomorrow and shoot some ducks, but we'll see.
Let the man get some sleep. You're trying to get him up at dark 30.
Yeah.
You gonna do some? You have hard water up there now, or no? Not really.
No, there's guys ice fishing. You can still launch boats.
Wow.
There's a little bit of everything.
Okay. Oh, wow, it's pretty wild.
The golden eyes are literally 200 yards this way,
Damn.
stacked.
Wow. And the Cape Vincent boat ramps open because you got the mouth of the river, or you got a little ice hanging.
No, that's open.
You're good. That's awesome. All right, go have fun with your pop, man. Get a clean room, and then until next time, we will
See you guys on the water.
boom.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm not doing after dark either. I got to clean my room, literally.
Literally
You ever have your
go,
mom
dude.
yell at you for not having a clean room? That's what I'm going to have to deal with, Eric.